everybody, Average Vintage Collector here with another video. So today is my 5th installment of my Ballplayers in the Bulge series, which showcases an MLB player who is a World War II veteran, but more specifically fought in the Battle of the Bulge, which was World War II's longest and deadliest battle. So this is the 5th installment. Today will be Murry Dickson, Sergeant Murry Dickson. The card I have on display today is a 1953 Redman, which I'm a big fan of that set, or those sets, the Redman sets. Beautiful card, shows him in his Pirates uniform. Murry Dickson was born in Tracy, Missouri in 1916. At the age of 9, he moved to Kansas and called it home for the rest of his life. On Decoration Day, now known as Memorial Day, in 1933, Dickson was pitching in a game that was being held at a state prison in Lansing. During the game, a gang of convicts led by Wilbur Underhill, a desperado known as the Tri-State Terror, invaded the stands, took the warden hostage, and tried to escape. Guards armed with Tommy guns surrounded the field, stopped the game, and some say saved Dickson from being shot. In 1936, he was signed to a professional contract in the Cardinal system. In 1939, he won 22 games in the Texas League and was rewarded with his first stint in the majors. He pitched 3 2/3 innings of shutout baseball during a relief appearance in his debut. He spent 2 more years in the minors before permanently joining the Cardinals in 1942. Used primarily in relief, he posted a 2.19 ERA in 36 games, but walked nearly as many batters as he struck out. That year, the Cardinals won 106 games and upset the Yankees in the World Series, but Dickson did not pitch. In 1943, he again worked mostly in relief. The Cardinals won 105 games and cruised to the pennant. Just a few days before the World Series, Dickson was drafted into the Army. Commissioner Landis was able to arrange a furlough for Private Dickson. During the furlough, Dickson was able to pitch in relief in the 9th inning of the decisive 5th game and got the last 2 meaningless outs as the Yankees won 2-0. Dickson was immediately assigned to Fort Riley, Kansas after that, and joined many other ballplayers there. However, the soft duty did not last, and many, including Dickson, were sent to Europe for the bloodiest combat of the war. Dickson landed with the 35th Division a few weeks after D-Day and fought through France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Germany. He was a member of a reconnaissance unit maneuvering behind enemy lines on top-secret missions and was among one of the first GIs to see the horror of the Dachau concentration camp. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge and the crossing of the Rhine. Sergeant Dickson came home with 4 battle stars, which signified participation in specific campaigns. When Dickson spoke about his service, he usually only told funny stories. A favorite tale of his was when General Patton stepped outside an observation post to get a better look at German artillery, then piled on top of Dickson in a foxhole when a shell exploded nearby. Patton wanted Sergeant Dickson to be his driver, but Dickson begged his commanding officer to get him out of that assignment because he thought crazy Patton would get him killed. Upon his return in 1946, Dickson was assigned to the bullpen for the Cardinals again. However, after losing a couple of starters, he was moved into the rotation. He posted a 15-6 record with a 2.88 ERA. In Game 2 of the playoff series against Brooklyn, Dickson gave up a run in the first and then held off the Dodgers until the 9th. He gave up 3 runs in the 9th, but the team was able to win, and they advanced to the World Series. Dickson started the 3rd game of the World Series against Boston and was the losing pitcher. He started again in Game 7 and took a 3-1 lead into the 8th, but put tying runs on base before being pulled. Both runners ended up scoring. The game ended in controversy when Enos Slaughter scored all the way from first on what looked like a harmless single. Boston shortstop Johnny Pesky hesitated before relaying the ball, which caused much debate. Pesky admitted that he held the ball because he was shocked to see Slaughter heading home. That would be the winning run. But Dickson was not there for it because he was furious that he had been pulled and drove around in his car listening to the last of the game on his radio. In each of the next 10 seasons, Dickson pitched more than 200 innings each year. He could throw practically any pitch that existed and would constantly experiment. In his career, he played for the Cardinals, Pirates, Phillies, Athletics, and Yankees. He finished his career with a .43 WAR, 172 wins, 181 losses, and an ERA of 3.66, and pitched an amazing 149 complete games. Thank you for your service, Sergeant Murry Dickson.